Do you need the Amazon Best Seller Rank explained? Let me give you a quick understanding of how the algorithm at the Amazon Marketplace works. This Amazon Best Seller Rank Explained video is going to make your buying decisions much easier. Hi, I'm Michael Joshua from Genius Local Marketing, and I'd like to show you some simple ways to help figure out what you want to list on Amazon, whether you are fulfilling orders yourself or through Amazon FBA. I'm personally a fan of Amazon FBA because we're getting ready to become full-time RVers this summer, and I don't plan to be packing and shipping items from the road. My wife and I have been planning this for a long time, and I can't think of anything that would be more stressful than trying to receive, pack, label, and ship items to buyers. So all of the items that I will be selling starting from June of this year will be FBA. I have a fulfillment partner who will receive my goods and ship them over to Amazon for me. But let's get to the real meat of this video. What is the Amazon Best Seller Rank? And what does it mean for you and inside the marketplace? Here's the thing. The lower the best seller rank, the more exposure you get and the more sales you make. And the more sales you make, the lower your best seller rank is. It's kind of circular logic, but it does make sense if you think about it. There are a couple of ways to find products with a low rank. The way I do it is to search for something that I actually want to buy for myself. Since we are getting ready to go on the road, I look at and buy a lot of RV products. The reason this tactic is powerful is because if you are actively searching for something, you are looking at it as a buyer, not a seller. And that's the ultimate mindset you need to have. Once you figure this out, it will change how you look at the listings. After all, what you are looking for is perhaps not in the top 100, which is where many training programs tell you to start. But there are tens of thousands of sales happening, my guess, on Amazon that are not in the top 100. And a piece of this sales volume is more than enough to get you started on your way to understanding selling on Amazon and getting the Amazon Best Seller Rank explained. To really see this in action, take a look at this link, geniuslocalmarketing.com. That's my website, geniuslocalmarketing.com/estimate-sales. This links to a free site that will help you get a starting point for products. Let me go to that site now and show you exactly what you'll be looking at. Okay, first, select a top-level category, and then put a best seller rank into the box below. I'll show you. We'll start with the home and kitchen, which is where I sell a lot of my products. So click here, enter a sales rank right here. Now what we're going to put in is 100,000. Click the Find Out Now button, and it tells you that in the home and kitchen, if you're in the top 100,000 bestseller rank, you're going to sell an estimated 94 items per month. Let's try one more. I also sell in the kitchen and dining. So let's look there at 100,000. And there you have 33. So as you can see, home and kitchen as the top level category is going to sell more than kitchen and dining. But you can look in any of these. Let's try pet supplies. See how pet supplies does. 100,000. And it's 14. Because there are so many things in pet supplies in that top level category that you're going to have to go to much lower bestseller rank to be able to sell a lot of goods. So let's take it down to 20,000. See what happens. Estimated there it's 126. So see there, your threshold might be 20,000 instead of 100,000. So that's the first thing that I do. So if you have another niche in mind, just do the same thing. Choose the top level category at that link and figure out what you want to be your threshold for your products. And when you identify products you might want to sell, you want to take that bestseller rank, pop it into this estimator, and figure out whether or not you're going to get enough sales to make it worth your while. Now, again, it's an estimator. It's not like Amazon really gives out their data, but it's a pretty good starting point. So, you can estimate how much you will profit by multiplying the number of sales by your profit per item. No, it's not quite that simple. You have to take into account the other sellers, especially if Amazon.com is involved. As a matter of fact, if a product I am considering is sold by Amazon.com, I simply move on. Here's why. Amazon.com doesn't have to consider the Amazon fees. So 99.9% of the time, again, my guess, 99% of the time when I look at those items, Amazon's already selling it below my minimum, so I can't compete. But I got a real tip about FBA from a friend of mine who helps other folks become successful Amazon sellers, and this turned everything around for me. It's a simple thing, and this one thing helped me to figure out exactly how to make Amazon FBA work for me. And I'll give that tip to you at the end of the video. So stick around. It's simple, and you'll be glad you waited, I promise. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, be sure to click that subscribe button. Tick that bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. I have a bunch of videos coming about Amazon FBA, and you won't want to miss one. So, how did I find profitable products to send to Amazon FBA in the first place? I use a specific set of criteria when I select a product. And so you don't have to go through all the stress I did when figuring this out. I'm going to tell you exactly what they are to give you a starting point. Criteria 1, the product has to sell for no less than $7. Now there's a limited exception to this rule. I did find something that sold for just over $6.50 that worked. But by and large, you need the minimum $7 price point just to cover the Amazon fees, because they're going to be at least right around $3.50 or so. So if you don't factor in the Amazon fees, you're going to lose money right out of the gate. 2, the product has to be selling on Amazon for 3 times the wholesale cost. Now this is needed to cover your inbound shipping to you and the outbound shipping to Amazon. Again, you have to factor in the Amazon fees and your total cost, including shipping, to be able to figure out if you can really make a profit at all. 3, the item has to have a bestseller rank of less than 100,000 in the top category. Now this applies for home and kitchen and dining, as you saw. But if you're going to look at pet supplies, you're going to have to go much lower. So figure out what your threshold is. For my experience doing the kitchen and the home and kitchen category, 100,000 was fine. It got me plenty of sales every day. So don't go searching for those deeper categories. I know that a lot of private label training tells you to go deep into the lower categories. But choosing a deep category only means that you might be top in that category. But the latter premise that folks teach about climbing up one rung at a time to the top, it sounds great and it makes sense. But you can't really count on it to work like some folks tell you it will. So use the top level category to determine what your threshold for a bestseller rank will be. 4, choose something that is lightweight to ship. If you're going to send it to Amazon fulfillment, you just don't really have a choice. There are a lot of heavyweight items that make you a lot of money, but if you're just starting out, stick with lightweight stuff first. It's cheaper to send it into Amazon and it's just easier to manage. Plus, it will take less shelf space at the Amazon warehouse, and they don't stock your items for free. They charge based on the size of the item just to keep them on hand for you to sell. 5, if Amazon.com is selling it, my advice is to move on to something else. In most cases, they will sell it at far less than you can, so unless they are out of stock, yours won't get many sales. Now, this changes a bit once you're a big seller, because sometimes your customers will buy from you just because they have in the past. But if you're a beginner, this is not the case in most circumstances. These are the things that I look at when I'm selecting an item to purchase and send into Amazon FBA. I have a lot more to tell you, so there will be more videos coming soon. Oh, the tip I promised you? When you choose an item, it's okay that there are other FBA sellers. Here's the thing. Amazon shares the buy box. So if 4 FBA sellers have the same price, then Amazon takes turns with who gets the buy box. So you get a turn throughout the day and night with the other sellers. If you all have the same price of $7.59, Amazon gives you all an equal chance of exposure to potential buyers. So to go back to what I was showing you on how to estimate a product's monthly sales, and I said you can't just take your profit times the monthly sales estimate to get the amount you can make, well, that's because of the other sellers. For example, say there are 2 other FBA sellers and the item sells estimated $90 per month. Your sales would be about $30 per month because each of the FBA sellers get exposure to potential buyers. So 90 sales divided by 3 sellers, it's about $30 a month. Now, one caveat. If you are joining some other sellers, especially if there are 4 or more with the same price, it's important to know that they are all playing nice with one another, and you should too. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, playing nice, be sure to watch my video, Common Amazon FBA Mistakes. There's a link in the description and at the very end of this video. It will tell you why you need to play nice on Amazon. Be sure to hit the subscribe button that will show up here in this frame and tick that little bell so that you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new video.